Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is HUMNA. Thank you so much for joining me today for a visual meditation session. The extended version will have the coloring part of it, but in the beginning right now, I will share how I kind of zone out into creating lotus. So the inspiration is the lotus flower, and the idea of understanding the life of lotus and seeing where it begins and how it needs to leave where it's placed to become what it's meant to. So it's kind of based on those kind of lines, symbolic to life itself. So at times we are placed in certain situations and families and cities or country or wherever it is that we get born. But then there are times when we are being asked or made to shift to a different phase of our life, and we have to leave behind that what was once useful has to be changed or shifted. So we will begin the session with just like a soft sketch. I'll take you in. So just bring yourselves into the present moment as always. Just calm your mind and allow yourself to just be here. Just be here to go on a journey into connecting with what the lotus is teaching us today. It doesn't matter where the center of the sheet is, but go with your eyes, connect your eyes to your canvas. Always make contact and connection with that what you're working on. It's something that the divine has gifted you as your canvas. So always connect to that what you'll be working with. And I'll start with simple curve. There's just two lines from two sides. I always say this in my sessions, it's really not about what is being created, rather what is being created within you. So be very conscious of that. Conscious of how you feel as you take on this journey with me. I'm just working with a normal pencil. I'm just creating the shape from my memory. I don't have anything in front of me. Within ourselves, we have these memories where the photographic memory within us, which takes a picture of certain things, and we can tap into our subconscious mind for it. And all I've done is created this form from my memory of a lotus, pointy leaves. And now I'm trying to bring the leaves down and connect them to the center, because that's where they come out from. Keep your pencils really soft and sliding on the sheet of paper. I'd like my lotus to have open petals. Always keep your hand very fluid. Try not to be too controlling about the forms that are coming. We're not creating a perfect lotus. What we're trying to do is work through the story of lotus and connect to the concept of its life. So it can be very abstract if that's what you feel like doing, or it can be very, very exact, real. But it's just a form that you're working with. You build the lotus and always remember that it sits on a foundation of a leaf. It sits on a leaf that is flat. And you might ask yourselves, why is it so flat? Because most leaves, when you look at, are actually quite broken, or they kind of grow in a trellis, or they're pointy and things like that. But for lotus, the divine created it with flat leaves to just sit on. It is from which the stem comes out. Always remember, in nature, nothing is perfect. So the leaf itself can be a little organic shape. Keep your hands moving. Try not to stop the flow of that what is coming. Allow yourself to speak to the lotus and ask what it is that you are being taught from it. I wanted to create a distinct difference between the muddy water. This is the muddy water. As the roots grow in muddy water, this is where all the nutrients get picked up by the lotus roots to come up the stem for it to bloom. But for it to bloom, it needs to leave the muddy water and move itself above it. When we're breaking through from generational curses, or we're going through phases where we find ourselves lost and not understanding why we don't connect with our family members and how our frequency has changed, because within you, you are being guided to walk forward to the path of the soul. And when you're called by the path of your soul, you have to leave behind that what is your comfort level for you to rise like a lotus. For you see, the lotus grows in muddy water and has a leaf that sits within the two worlds to make the transition smooth, so it's not too abrupt. And you see there's a difference between the water gets covered up and then comes the flower. When the divine creates this world, everything he creates is with intention and attention. And so we all know that everything has a meaning, everything. There is a reason why it is the way it is. And these are lessons in the universe that teach us how we can bring these lessons in our lives and learn from them. So as the lotus grows upwards, we ask ourselves, what is it that the lotus is growing towards? They say the lotus opens after 28 days, grows towards the sun. Some say it grows towards the moon. But for this piece, I think I want to go towards the sun. So that's where the sun sits. And it's a symbol to the movement of this place, the roots, to the leaf, to the stem, to the base of the flower, and then up above to the petals. There's movement, so much movement, that we be unguided and reminded that you can't always be, if you were placed in it as a seed in the muddy waters and you sprout and you start growing your roots, you learn from your roots. They make you stable, they hold you, they guide you, they help you stand up. But then when it's time for you to take the form of the leaf, as the energy moves forward and expands into the universe and comes into the existence, then it's time for you to recognize that you are no more the roots, but you've become the leaf, and the leaf is what sits as a very major distinction between the waters, the muddy waters, and the lotus. For the leaf knows that it has to have this space so that it can protect the lotus flower that's going to be coming. There's knowledge in the universe that's so hidden deep that we only can tap into it when we let go of our assumptions, of our ego mind, of what we have been told and taught. And as you start talking to nature, you connect to it by understanding what is it that it is teaching us. And so the leaf protects, the leaf becomes the base, the home for it. And then comes the stem, a stem that says, I understand that I love you, but yet you have to leave me to, and to become a flower, you have to bloom forward. And so the lotus is born. I like lotus leaves, so I'm just gonna add here. So for the movement, symbolism to the movement, I would like to add actually I'll make a dragonfly. Notice how my hands are very fluid. I'm not holding it too tight or having any form. It's more abstract. It's just letting the form sort of just come. So that's the story for our meditation today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you can join me for the coloring part, which will be on my Patreon. You can check it out. I will have the link to it in my description box. And I can't wait to share how it comes through for all of you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again on Friday. Take care, everyone. Lots of love and light. Bye for now.